Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Atypical Security Guard coming to you with some breaking news. Guys, listen, we have great information coming out of the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Today, a federal judge has issued a nationwide injunction that will cover all law-abiding citizens who have previously purchased and owned almost said SBRs, who have previously purchased and owned AR-15 pistols that have been required to register those as SBRs or run afoul of the law and be considered a felon. Let's get right to the information. Today, the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, that will go by WILL, announced a significant legal victory in Brito versus ATF, a nationwide injunction protecting millions of firearms owners across America. This victory follows several preliminary injunctions on the ATF's pistol brace rule, but this is the first injunction that applies to all Americans, not just the plaintiffs in pending cases. Guys, if you'll remember, after the initial ruling came down, I hate to even say initial ruling, after the initial rule was set into effect by the ATF without any input from Congress, without any signature from the president, there were multiple lawsuits that were filed against the ATF. Most notably, it would be the Firearms Policy Coalition and the Gun Owners of America. These two lawsuits actually sought out to get injunctive relief for specific manufacturers, the plaintiffs that were bringing the cases against the ATF, and the members of these organizations. Unfortunately, for those of us who did not fall under that umbrella, we were forced to either register those AR-15 pistols as SBRs or remove the pistol brace from those pistols and render those pistol braces inoperable. So this situation, what we're getting right now out of the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, is an injunction that now covers every single law-abiding citizen and American who has legally purchased their firearms. The organization filed the very first lawsuit against the ATF back in January on behalf of its clients, which were 3 military veterans. And this case argued that the ATF could not unilaterally circumvent Congress and force Americans to choose between registering their firearm with the federal government or becoming criminals. District Court Judge Matthew Kaczmarek, I believe I'm saying that properly, on Wednesday granted the motion to stay enforcement of the agency's rule banning the possession of effectively all legally purchased and owned braced guns that weren't registered this year. Now, if you were one of the unfortunate 250,000 people who took the bait and decided to register your AR-15 pistol as an SBR, congratulations, you are now a part of one of our first national gun registries. Also, please know that you are on a list, and more than likely you will not be able to travel across state lines with that firearm without jumping through tremendous hoops. I cannot talk today. I apologize. The quote coming from the ruling from the judge says, "The court is certainly sympathetic to the ATF's concerns over public safety in the wake of tragic mass shootings. The rule embodies salutary policy goals meant to protect vulnerable people in our society. But public safety concerns must be addressed in ways that are lawful, and this rule is not." It is so important for our judges, specifically our Supreme Court judges, to remember that the rule of law is not subject to changing specific to the actions of horrible people. All of the people of this country are protected by the Constitution, protected by the Bill of Rights, and those rights are inalienable rights. They should not be subject to change based on the actions of evil people. There will always be evil people out there, but law-abiding citizens should not be punished for the actions of evil people or at the behest of left-wing activists who want to infringe on our Second Amendment. I think the fact that he says public safety concerns must be addressed in ways that are lawful, and clearly this ruling that would have made all of us felons at the stroke of a pen was not. So congratulations to all of you law-abiding, gun-owning citizens out there. Feel free to grab a new pistol brace and put it on that AR-15 pistol. Be comfortable and confident in what you are doing. But I do want to say this to you as a warning. This is the first bite of the apple of many. And if you have not joined Gun Owners of America, Firearms Policy Coalition, the NRA, or any organization that meets your needs and is aligned with your beliefs, I am urging you to do so now. The only reason why we are even seeing this injunctive relief right now is because these organizations are fighting on our behalf, the good fight in the court system, and we need to make sure that they are solvent and able to do this, because we are up against many more challenges and the fight is not over. Get out there right now, join an organization, support those organizations, and be vocal about protecting our Second Amendment rights. Guys, as always, thanks for being a part of this community, this platform, being a part of this movement. Watch your back, watch your six, and as always, be great. Okay? Be great.